Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video. It's currently the 11th, in about a week's time exactly, give or take a few hours, Saiyan Day will be here on Dokkan, which means we're going to be getting a Saiyan Day joint celebration between Global and JP. Of course, Global's recently just had the entrance animations added, which could mean something, but more than likely probably means nothing. But what I probably do know for sure is, with JP currently in the 200% meta, they're probably not going to release a unit that's 170 or 180, even though Global doesn't have its first 200% lead yet. So, when Saiyan Day comes around, Global will probably be getting its first 200% lead, and this video is going to be what I want for Saiyan Day in 2022. Now, if it was like a dream, a dream selection, and I kind of went full biased, I would say I want a new Margin Vegeta with updated animations, make him one of the best units in the game, make him cracked, make him a 200% lead, and that would be my perfect choice. But, with us, or Global, currently on track for the 7-year anniversary, I'm not gonna lie, while that would be perfect, it's not currently ideal, so I kind of don't want an MV just yet, not while I'm saving, okay? So, I've gone with, as you can see, a God Goku, a representation of God Goku from Battle of Gods, considering one of the best representations we have is LR God Goku, who isn't that good anymore and wasn't that amazing to begin with. So I would like some new representation, make him amazing, make him a 200% lead. If you really want to, give him an entrance animation. I think it will be dope as well. We'll get into the details in a minute. And yeah, make him a 200% lead, make him like a 200% pure Saiyans lead, make it one of the best categories in the game again. I'm all for it. One of the other ideas I've had, and I know a lot of people have shared the same sentiment on Twitter, is some representation from Resurrection of F. But for me, I would prefer that as a dual Dokkan Fest, maybe a dual Dokkan Fest with a Part 2 LR, because then you could have, Blue Goku, Golden Frieza, make him LRs, give him Goku like the 1-inch punch, make him a combination from the film, give him a Kamehameha, Golden Frieza can have his super attacks, and then a Part 2 LR Blue Vegeta. So that, in my mind, makes more sense to be a dual Dokkan Fest than rather have one Goku or one Vegeta from Resurrection of F. That's just my opinion. But before we do get into the rest of the video, if you do me a huge favour as always, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments what you would want to see on Saiyan Day. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. So, the Super Saiyan God from Battle of Gods. Immediately, I want to get this out of the way because I said it might be highly unlikely that we get a entrance animation unit for Saiyan Day. As I said, it could mean something, it could mean nothing, but I do know on the same update we got like yesterday or the day before, on JP they also included entrance animations, so they don't typically change the details of an update. So as I said, it could mean something, it could mean nothing. But if there was to be an entrance animation, then obviously it's only going to be one thing. It's going to be the Saiyan ritual where Goku turns into Super Saiyan God for the first time. I think that would look amazing. Also, they wanted to go down the same route as the LR Kaioken Goku from the year 7 anniversary and the Great 8 Vegeta. Maybe when this Super Saiyan God Goku faces a Beerus enemy, which is very restrictive, so maybe like a Realm of Gods category enemy, more preferable, less limited. Then maybe when he faces a Realm of Gods enemy, maybe he gets an extra attack or attack and defense plus 50-60%. I would be here for that. But as I've already said, it's probably highly unlikely we're going to be getting an entrance animation unit already on the side of Global. As I said, it's probably just a huge coincidence that we already have the entrance animation setting in there because it came in the same update on JP. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details of what I want for what I want him to do on super attack, his passive, things like that, because I generally don't know. As long as the unit's good, I'll be honest, I don't really care. So in terms of a leader skill, I mean, with it being a God Goku, you have a variety of options. You can make him a pure Saiyans lead. You can take a leaf out of the LR, God Goku's book and have him as a pure and hybrid Saiyans lead. He can also be a Realm of Gods lead. Maybe even introduce a new category in the game completely. One thing I do know for sure, he will more than likely be a 200% lead. So if you're going to make him a 200% pure Saiyans lead, it's going to be one of the best categories in the entire game again, and I don't mind that at all. Or make him a 200% lead on a brand new category. Again, I'm all for it. As long as Global has a 200% lead, which I do think will happen, especially again with Global and JP sharing the celebration, JP isn't going to go backwards. JP is in the 200% meta. It's a joint celebration. Global should be getting a 200% lead on Saiyan Day. Or they can do what they done with the Dokkan Fest Ginyu that recently dropped on JP, make him a 200% lead for Pure Saiyans, for Realm of Gods, a new category in the game. And then if there are, you know, XYZ amount of allies on, you know, the category that he also has as his secondary leader skill, then give them the bonus, you know, HP, attack and defense plus 30% on top of that for maybe like Hybrid Saiyans or Realm of Gods or Pure Saiyans if he was to get a new category in the game. I think that would work really well. So let me know what you think down in the comments. What would you give a Super Saiyan God Goku as a leader skill? And would you do the similar thing that I just mentioned with a Dokkan Fest Ginyu like on JP and have the extra bonus on the secondary category? Let me know. Now, I wouldn't mind an active skill on this Goku if I'm being honest, especially from near the end of the movie, you know, where Goku uses his active. I'm not sure what, I don't actually entirely know what I would use as his active skill as an animation. I wouldn't mind seeing an active skill where, you know, he goes into Super Saiyan, you know, he's stepped up, he's learning to control the God Ki, Super Saiyan is elevated a level, and then maybe make him go back into God, or do something with that. You know, the portion of Battle of Gods where he goes into Super Saiyan, they fight for a bit, Goku doesn't even know he's gone back into Super Saiyan. Maybe do something with that, or maybe, you know, the very end of the film where Goku's in base and he goes back into God to essentially stop the world being destroyed. Maybe something like that. It doesn't have to be, you know, an active skill, you know, super attack. Maybe just make it an active skill where he gets a boost. As I said, make him go into Super Saiyan or make the animation start in Super Saiyan. Then he goes back into God. And it's like, you know, you get an extra attack or attack and defense plus, you know, XYZ amount. And, you know, make Goku, you know, a bit stronger for, so, you know, however many turns. Or, you know, maybe force the enemy super attack. Something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. If you had to pick something for his active skill, again, let me know down in the comments what you would choose. As the side banner unit, I've gone for my boy. You know, you got to have some representation for Vegeta. Okay, considering during Saiyan Day, we're probably going to get easy A's, or we are going to get easy A's for the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. You know, it kind of ties in, you know, a Goku. To be fair, we haven't had a Goku unit in a while for Saiyan Day, so that kind of makes sense. You know, have a Vegeta as a side banner unit. Also, we could see easy A's for the transforming Fizz Vegeta, which he really does need one. As a side banner unit, I've gone for a Super Saiyan 2, maybe Super Saiyan 2 Rage Vegeta. I know we already have one in the game, but that's classed and deemed as a Vegeta and Bulma unit, which, I'll be honest, makes him very restrictive, and it kind of really lets him down. So, maybe this time, just a Super Saiyan 2 Rage Vegeta would actually work, just him by himself, because not only will he go on a plethora of categories, you know, Pure Saiyans, not just Vegeta's family is one of the best to go on Pure Saiyans, Vegeta's family, he can go on Super Saiyan 2, he can go on Beyond Super Saiyan eventually when it comes out on Global. You know, there's a plethora of categories for this Vegeta to go on, and he isn't limited by having a Bulma in the name. And I think that'll work really well for him. You know, as like a super attack animation, give him, I don't know, maybe the combination he does against Beerus and then Gallic guns him. You know, something like that. That'll look kind of cool. You don't have to go, you know, you don't have to go insane with it as a side banner unit. But then also, one thing that reason why I would really like it to be a Vegeta is, as I said, the only other Rage Vegeta we have is a Vegeta and Bulma unit. So having side banner one, I said, will not only make him less restrictive, but also it will make a good Rage Vegeta, you know, representation in the game, which I'm here for, because I, as a Vegeta fanboy, I love that moment in the film. You know, you could even give him a counter, you know, and make it, you know, when he gets punched in the face by Beerus, and he just firms the bang, and he just kind of shrugs it off. Maybe give him a counter. You don't have to, but if you was going to give him a counter, maybe you could do something like that. That would be pretty cool. And then other than that, in terms of what he could do, I mean, there's a plethora of ways you can go down. Again, I'm not going to go into specifics. You could make him a support, you know, maybe he helps out Pure Saiyans, whatever category Goku ends up going on, if there's a new category, something like that. But essentially, a Rage Vegeta without Bulma would actually be amazing to have in the game, considering, as I said, it makes the old strength Rage Vegeta a very, very restricted unit. So yeah, in terms of what this Vegeta could do, let me know down in the comments. If you were to choose your own side banner unit, let me know what you would choose instead of Vegeta, or would you go with Vegeta just like me? Or would you go with a completely separate idea? You know, would you go with some representation from Resurrection of F? Would you go for a Majin Vegeta like me, ideally? Would you go for something completely different? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on what you want to see on Saiyan Day, whether you agree with me, what changes you would make and tweak. Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you next video, guys, and peace.